Welcome back to Fire and Smoke, the Devil at Gold Basin. We are Philip,
Abby,
Blake,
Ethan, Eric,
also known as Dungeon Master.
Florence Bell,
Jasper Strayhorn,
Dr. Augustus Steele, Jasper.
On the last episode of Fire and Smoke, the party found themselves meeting outside of a tavern, a saloon, you might say, in the town of Kingman, Arizona. Florence Bell was there looking for a man, and so was Jen Schur. Though they were looking for different people, the group found themselves chasing after one Don McCann, who had stolen an heirloom from a woman in Prescott, Arizona, and Florence promised to bring that back to her. The group quickly acted, riding out of town, chasing him across the desert, though he got a substantial lead, and we find them now barreling towards him. I'd say a number of you don't know why you're chasing this person.
Now, who exactly is this fella?
I've been following him for a while. He stole something from someone.
Something important?
Something super important.
Because, for the record, I'm a physician.
Well, then why did you come?
Well, I asked him to.
Can a sheriff's deputy deputize people? Is that allowed?
I would think so.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll say so.
I'm not so
Jasper,
sure.
you think back and you had a long conversation with your mom, Joan Strayhorn, the sheriff of Kingman, Arizona, and she explained to you, Jasper, how many goddamn times do I have to tell you that you cannot deputize your friends? I deputize people. You're the deputy.
Yeah, you're all deputies right now. We're all gonna get this guy.
This man is Don McCann. I've been chasing him since Prescott.
Jasper and Augustus, could you both roll a history check when you hear the name Don McCann?
Got an 18.
I got a 19.
I think you guys would both remember because, Jasper, you're always looking for a bad person to hunt down, somebody to bring in, somebody to, I don't know, you have roles as a deputy, but also it might be nice for a little recognition now and again, you think? And Augustus, you're just a simple physician with a unknown past, and you're just itching for a bit of adventure, and you would have seen in passing too, Don McCann is the name of a wanted outlaw, wanted to the tune of $5,000 in gold, dead or alive.
Would Schur know anything about this?
I was initially thinking not, but you can roll a history check as well. I didn't mean to leave you out.
I was making sure.
Just thought of the people in the area.
12.
Yeah, probably not. Schur isn't worried about hunting people down. He's looking for his friend mainly.
Well, we gotta get this guy.
How close are we to him?
You're still closing ground right now, so you can continue to chase him, but this is just the conversation that was happening right off the bat.
We gotta ride as fast as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess.
Someone chose a slow horse.
Yeah, well.
Now this fella Don McCann, he's actually a wanted outlaw to the tune of $5,000.
That's a lot of dough.
That's more money than I've ever seen at one time.
I'm aware, Jasper.
I think the same goes for you, right?
Yeah, that's too much money for a physician to have seen before.
You guys are all gonna keep in pursuit?
Yep. Close in on the guy.
All right, the four of you follow fast as your horse's legs will carry you towards Don McCann across the desert, though the short-legged horse of Augustus Steele is trailing a little bit behind the rest of the group.
Understandably.
You slowly close ground, though he had a few miles head start on you because it took time to saddle your horses and get out of town after him, but you're following his dust cloud on the horizon. Time goes by, it takes a good hour or two of following him towards the mountain. You make it through Union Pass into the Mojave Valley, near the Colorado River, which at this point in 1883 flows freely unimpeded by dams. After about 2 hours, Don McCann is within your sights, just ahead of you. I'd even say within pistol range.
Does it look like he's heading somewhere specific now that we're this far out?
He keeps glancing over his shoulder. It looks like he's trying to get away from you, and his horse, Don McCann, mountain of a man, must be 200, 300 pounds at least.
So how far is the guy exactly? Is he within like shouting distance?
It'd be hard to hear over the rush of the wind as you guys run through the desert, but he's about 150 feet away from you. He's within shooting range for sure. And Florence, he's within the range of other things as well. Though you know how people have reacted in the past when you've used your powers in front of them.
Would you say he's knifeable at this range?
What is the range of your knives?
It's a pretty long
He's
range.
150 feet away.
Oh, never mind.
I'd like to take one more shot at him.
Make an attack roll. And the attack roll is lower if you're aiming for his horse, I'll say.
I really don't want to hurt the horse, though.
Better not.
I'm going to aim for him.
All right, go ahead.
If only it wasn't with disadvantage, I would have got a nat 20. But that's a 21.
21 hits. I'm saying he's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on his horse.
10 damage.
All right. You see he takes a bullet in his shoulder. He jerks all of a sudden to the right out of instinct, and you see he goes over the side of his horse, tumbling across the ground. As the horse continues to run forward, you guys are quickly on top of him as he stops, and your horses keep running.
That vase is so broken.
Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Oh, cock.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
All right, Jasper, you got
29.
sure.
11.
Florence,
14.
11.
Augustus, yeah, 11. Believe it or not, Jasper, you go first.
No way.
Followed by McCann, then Florence, then Sure, then Augustus.
Why is he go first? We tied.
Just felt right.
It just felt right in that I don't like you very much, so.
I hope you can see how that's a little bit hurtful.
Jasper, what do you want to do? He's on the ground, he hasn't had a chance to get up yet.
Does it look like he's got this vase on him anywhere?
You see, when he tumbled off, he rolled in a way that he could protect the vase from breaking because it's very important to him.
It's important.
So yeah, it looks like there's still something stuffed, large bulging under his left coat, the left side of his coat.
I'm going to point my gun at him and I'm going to say, what do you got there under your coat, Don?
Oh, I thought it was pretty obvious to the little lady that this is the vase that I stole.
Hand it over or it's going to be your life.
Are you going to do anything on your turn? He's not going to hand you the vase.
He's not going to hand it to me? Oh, I'm going to shoot him I'm just trying to shoot him.
Make another attack roll.
Is that with
guy's-
advantage because he's prone?
Wow.
Advantage because he's prone.
This guy's an aggressive deputy.
Well,
Bloodthirsty.
with
Is he
advantage,
okay?
that's going to be a 14.
A 14.
With advantage?
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
You aim true. Your gun leveled. You're close range. You have your 6-shooter drawn. You fire. The bullet hits his chest, and you hear a ping under his clothes.
Right, I want to shoot him again. I want to aim for his arm this time then.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
That's much better. That's going to be a 26.
Definitely hits.
That's 12 damage.
12 more damage. Your bullet rips across his arm, leaving a gash. He grunts in pain, but he says, "Nobody messes with Don McCann and lives to tell the tale." And he stands up, uses half his movement. He draws from underneath his overcoat 2 pearl-handled 6-guns, and he levels them at you, Jasper.
Yeah, this seems like your own fault.
He's close range, so he's going to use sharpshooter, take -5 to the hit for +10 to the damage if he hits, and he's going to fire 2 shots at you. +5 to hit. So basically it's out. Just on the dice, it's a 14 and a 15. Do either hit?
No, my AC is 16.
Both shots fly over your head. He
Come on, Phil, think what you
can't do anything else. So he said something really aggressive, and then he missed both of his shots at point blank. Florence, that's your turn.
So if I cast a spell, does something like go through my accordion that people can see?
Most of your spells would be visible, crazy magic to people. There are some, like maybe Vicious Mockery or
Vicious Mockery.
something where you insult them.
Mhm.
That's probably less noticeable, and you could get away with a deception check to hide that it's magic.
Okay. I was thinking of doing Vicious Mockery.
What does he have to roll for that?
A wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He rolls a 12 on the dice, which becomes a 10. What's so funny?
Minus
not
2 to
wise.
wisdom.
What's so funny?
Minus 2 to wisdom.
What is a minus
What does that
2
mean?
wisdom? Like 6?
7.
7?
This is the number he has to get to
Mhm.
succeed, so he failed.
Florence, you see
No! No.
Hold on.
Hold on.
you press a little air through your accordion, just playing a few notes, trying to get that in under the radar. And what do you say to Don McCann?
Florence says, "What are you gonna do with those 2 guns when you couldn't even hit this man with 2 bullets?"
You see his face winces in pain as all of a sudden it seems like your words do physical damage to him. So go ahead and roll your psychic damage.
2d4. 5 damage and then disadvantage on the next attack for him.
Takes 5 psychic damage and you'll have disadvantage on his next attack. Anything else from you, Florence, before the end of your turn?
I just want to say, Florence laughed at her joke.
You spin your
I
bonus
chuckled
action
a little bit.
chuckling at your own joke. Sure, it's your turn.
Am I still on my horse at this point?
Yeah, you
All
are.
right. I'm gonna do a cool little I jump off my horse. And like, you know, the Akira kind of like the motorcycle move, right?
Mhm.
Is the I skid the horse.
Drips his
And I
You Tokyo drift
jump
horse.
into the air and make an air strike on the man's chest.
All right, that'll give you advantage because you're, you're above him.
Right.
But in order to do it, go ahead and make a acrobatics make an acrobatics check.
10.
10 total. It's not terrible.
Mm.
You're not gonna face plant, but you throw this horse around attempting to skid it across the sand. And you see it fights you a little bit on this for some reason. So when you try to make that jump to get airborne, you're not in the exact place you wanted to be, and you can't reach him in the strike, so you have to land and hit. Land, move up, and hit him.
Okay, that's fine. I look cool while doing it anyways. I run up to
fancy.
Mr.
Don McCann.
McCann, and I
Don McCann.
perform a precision unarmed strike. Yeah. 7.
7's gonna miss. Would you like to do anything else?
Yes. I will take another bonus action to do a flurry of blows. 17 and 18
To hit.
to hit.
The 17 does not hit. The 18 does.
Oh, diggy dog.
You flurry of blows this guy as your staff misses, hitting the sand right next to him. You whip around, trying to strike him, and you see when you punch him in the chest, your hand hits something hard, unmoving. The second one does hit because your fist hit a little above, contacting his unarmored skin. So go ahead and roll damage.
It's 10.
10 damage to this guy. That's not bad at all for a punch. Anything else for you?
That'll be it.
Augustus Steele.
All right, my turn is simple. It's easy. He gets off the horse.
Whatever could you mean?
He pulls out the shotgun.
Oh, his shotgun.
He points the shotgun at the guy. He's gonna fire the shotgun. I rolled a hit.
Wow, we're really trying to kill
Yes.
this guy here.
Roll to hit with your shotgun. You can angle around your horse so you can fire without getting sure in the cone.
Okay. 23 to hit.
A 23 definitely hits.
I'm in the short range, right? Within 15 feet.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll
If easily
damage.
ridden up.
I'm gonna re-roll this one.
Proficient in shotguns, you can re-roll one of the damage dice.
I got a 1 again. 11 plus 6, 17 piercing damage.
17 piercing damage rips into Don McCann's side.
I sneak attack, by the way. There's more damage coming.
Go ahead and give me the total damage.
That's 31 damage.
Sure leaps off his horse. That's great. Sure leaps off his horse, running up to Don McCann, swinging down with the staff, barely missing, and then doing 2 unarmed strikes into his chest. Augustus, you ride up to his side, point blank, point your shotgun at him, sawed off, fire for 31 damage total.
Yep.
You see he goes from looking kind of hurt from everything that's happened to on death's door.
Okay.
We like to see.
Now I'm gonna use my bonus action. Can you opportunity attack with a ranged weapon?
No,
Okay, then I'm gonna back up a little bit from him.
he does not have his dagger out, so he cannot make an
I'll use my bonus action to reload the shotgun, and that's 2 shells.
Yep, mark those off your sheet. Anything else?
That's all for my turn.
Jasper Strayhorn. Your
Well,
turn.
I'm gonna point my gun straight at him, straight at his head. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna say, "Give it up, Don. You're done here."
So you're already overcomplicating it. You point and shoot.
Well,
This guy's
I don't
gonna
want
die.
to just kill him. Like, I'm not like a ruthless killer. Or
You
anything.
jumped off your horse and tried to kill the guy.
Look, man. No, I was just trying to incapacitate him.
This vase in Prescott at that lady's tavern, and I thought it looked mighty pretty, and you can take it off my cold dead corpse, you son of a bitch.
He's asking us to kill him. He's made this encounter very simple for us.
I hesitate a little bit, but I pull the
Listen to
trigger.
me.
I pull the trigger. I'm not gonna listen. I don't listen. He said, "Kill me." I'm gonna do it.
Wait, there's stuff already.
Oh, there's stuff in there.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
I had a cool line I wanted him to say. But
Let him
it's
sit-
hard to
sit
work
alive,
in
sit
at
alive,
this
Philip,
point.
sit alive.
It's hard
He's
to work
just
in at
dying
this
so
point. Go ahead,
quickly.
make your attack.
No, you got this.
Maybe you miss.
17.
17 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna take a second shot. Oh, that's a 20. Not
Hits.
that. Not that. That's a clean 12 damage.
He is still standing.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna use our homebrew directive ability, but I'm gonna turn to Sure. I don't know his name yet, but I'm gonna say, "Hey, punch him some more."
You got it, mister.
You get to do one more attack. Just one attack.
Hot diggity dog.
One attack.
One
One chance. One opportunity.
You can't just go around quoting song.
13.
Can't do it.
13 doesn't hit.
13.
13 unfortunately misses as he scuttles out of the way. Anything else from you, Jasper?
No, nothing else from me.
You see Don McCann still standing. It's his turn in combat. God, he's not smart. He looks at you and he says, "All right, this might be where we're parting ways. But let me tell you this one thing." And he looks at you, Florence. "You ever want to take your leisure and shoot me, you just sick that rooster on me. But keep this in mind. That'll be my second shot." And then he takes a disengaged action, turns around, and starts sprinting
What does that
full
mean?
speed.
He's just not very
You
good.
just say nonsense.
And starts trying to
distracting
sprint
us.
away. There's no cover. You're in the middle of the open valley.
Okay.
We're just gonna snipe.
So he took a disengage action and he takes his full movement. So he's 30.
He's not on the horse.
He's 35 feet away. No, his horse ran off when he was shot off of it.
Okay. He's just running.
Bless his heart.
That's Florence's turn.
Slay. I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery again.
Vicious Mockery might kill him.
They better.
So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, we're killing him?
Well,
He's wanted alive or dead.
at every turn,
he's
he is
refusing.
refused mercy.
You
He's-
walked up to him and shot him.
No,
He's
I walked up to him. I said, "Give me the vase." He said, "Pry it out of my cold dead hands."
Oh, that's a nat 1 for
No,
Don
I had a good,
McCann.
I got a
said
good
nat- no,
line.
he's nat
Wait.
One. A natural
Sorry.
1 on the dice.
All right, go for it.
Slay. Okay.
You go ahead with your good insult. It's probably going to be a lot better than his, I guess.
Okay. Florence says, "You can't shoot us if your back is turned."
It's simple, but I think it's effective.
All right, so roll damage.
5 damage and disadvantage on his next attack.
I don't know if he's gonna be doing any attacking. I'll be.
He didn't do
completely
that
honest
last one. So
Don McCann hangs on to life by the thinnest possible thread. As his back is to you, you have 45 feet of. You could take your horse and get in front of him and do something else if you wanted to.
Just curious if I could chuck my accordion at him.
Yeah, you could. Your accordion, as you know, can't break anymore, so it's a pretty sturdy thing to hit somebody with.
you can't attack though because you already used your action though, right? Unless you want to let her whack him with the bonus action.
A little love tap.
Little left tap.
I think as an object interaction, you could use your movement A to get on top of him, and then as an object interaction, take this object that you're holding and push it towards him.
If you just
Just
stand
drop it
next
on
to
top of
him
his head.
and he runs, you can opportunity attack him.
That's also true, but it probably won't get to that point because it's not
I
going to
guess
get to his turn
if,
again.
if he's that low.
Florence, you could definitely do that. Do you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you can take non-lethal damage, right?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that like most of us here are like ready to kill this guy.
Well,
you are.
I'm ready.
Sher's gonna say something.
I was gonna stop and think
Sure
about it.
might have to say something after he's dead.
I was gonna stop and
Cock.
think about it, but then I saw
It's a little bit
Jasper-
of pitched heated combat right now.
Jasper just immediately shot the guy, and I said, okay, well, I can do that too.
I tried to reason with him.
I don't think you did. You really didn't.
I told him to hand over the vase.
Well, Jasper tried to reason with the man a bit, and twice he absolutely refused to acknowledge surrender or mercy or any opportunity for that.
Uh-huh.
And he was sure he was going to be fine.
Yeah, but like, is he able to make decisions?
He shot twice with his guns and missed both times. And
Yes, that's all the more reason to pity the guy, you know?
No, he threatened the rooster.
He did threaten a rooster.
We both know he
did threaten a
couldn't
rooster.
kill a rooster, like physically. He would
He
struggle
can't
to
hit
do
anything.
it.
He didn't deal a single point of damage.
Florence, you love tap this guy, easily getting rid of his one remaining hit point as you strike with your accordion physically on the back of the head, and he tumbles over, landing flat on his back. His coat opens up, and you see the vase, totally unscratched.
All good.
Don McCann is dead.
We did it.
You guys are all standing around.
I'm gonna raise my hands. I'm gonna go, everyone stand back. I'm a doctor. I'm gonna see if he's dead.
Augustus Steele, professional physician that you are, you place your fingers on his neck to check for a pulse.
Why? Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to railroad you. What do you do to see if he's dead?
Okay, first I'm gonna nudge him in the side with my foot, see if he responds at all.
He doesn't respond.
All right, then I'm gonna lean down. I'm gonna say, sir, are you responsive?
You see he's unresponsive.
All right, I'm gonna instruct the closest person to call 911 while we begin first aid.
Oh, classic doctor.
I pull out my pager and I page my mom.
And this time, he's failed 3 death saving throws in a row.
You were rolling death scene.
I rolled 3 times. I swear to God, he rolled a 2, and a 3.
You really wanted him to come back.
He's not even good at living.
He's so
the
dead.
only thing he's good at is stealing stuff.
He's dead.
Well, he's not very good at that either. He always runs away really fast instead of sneaking
and
away.
he put it in his pocket.
He was in his pockets of face. We can all see that. What is he thinking?
And he stopped to get a whiskey.
This must be the damn dumbest criminal alive.
He interacted with Florence first.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna check his pockets.
You see, obviously, the vase. Don't have to check the pockets for that. That one's right there on top. You go through his things, find his 2 pearl-handled 6-shooters. Probably fetch a pretty penny for those.
I'll hold on to those.
You find simple dagger, nothing fancy, not worth that much. You also find $200 in gold coins.
I'm gonna
And
put
Augustus,
that.
working in the physician's, working at your clinic,
Uh-huh.
what you charge people a fair price. In a month, you probably make, in a month of, full employment, you probably make $60 a month.
So I'm gonna put the $200 in my doctor's.
Wait, Sher gets over this really quick and says, "Yeah, we're gonna share that, right?"
I turn to Sher. I lean in a little bit and I say, "Oh, we'll be sharing." And I pass him $100.
But I was the one that killed him.
I'm a doctor, and you're gonna have to stand back.
Well, now hold on, Augustus. I don't care too much about the money, but those pistols there, those are looking real nice to me.
I don't know if I have an out for this. Well, I suppose they do look rather nice, don't they?
Yeah, and I'm handy with those revolvers. It'd be nice to get a new gun in my belt.
How many shots did you miss?
How many shots did I hit? I hit a couple shots too. Let it be known, I was the one that took him off that horse.
So while they're
You
arguing,
guys are squabbling over not no money. However, you do remember Jasper and Augustus. Man is wanted for 5,000 large, which you relayed to the rest of the group. And
no,
you're not.
I should have lied. No,
But I also knew
I should
it.
have lied. Oh.
I also knew. It's fine.
You guys rode very far in your horses. They're not exhausted. They're not falling over dead, but you can tell that they're tired. you're not too far away from Fort Mojave. It's a U.S. federal fort. If you took his body there, they'd be able to write you a bank slip to cash out.
Then I'm gonna have someone to help him onto my horse. A different horse, a horse with longer legs, and we're gonna head that way.
Yeah,
The three of
I
you
can carry him,
see-
Augustus.
The three of you see Augustus trying to get on somebody else's horse than the one he rode on.
Well, now hold on.
Whose horse is it? Which
Those horses
It
picked
better
us.
not be the
The
pre-horse.
prettiest one,
No.
obviously.
No.
Walk over
No.
to Chestnut Sorrel
Oh,
that
beautiful.
Florence Bell rode here.
Did she?
Yeah,
Is that a fact?
it is a fact.
So I'm gonna try and get this
Immovable.
guy onto the horse so we can take him to Fort Mojave.
Wait, that works. I'll just ride off without you guys on my horse.
So I'll call for someone to help me out.
Well, we'll all be riding together, right?
Florence, usually I'll say you do keep up some walls against new people, especially men who you're not sure of their character yet. And you're seeing bickering and squabbling, but they did without prompt offer to, give you the horse, run into the desert with you, track this guy down because they noticed the two of you, Florence and Sure, were in distress about him making a getaway. So, maybe you could stick it out with them.
Okay.
Now, will someone help me put him on this horse?
Yeah, well, if you hand me one of those pistols.
All right, I hand over one of the pistols, I guess.
Pearl handled
It's
six.
got me dead to rights.
Well, now that I got one,
All right, I'll do it.
I gotta have well, hold on.
Sure.
Augustus, now that I got the one, surely I gotta have the matching one.
Now, it would be a shame to separate this pair.
On general principles, we have to give them both guns.
I hand him the other gun. There's nothing I can do about it.
All right, I got the pearl revolver.
You're just taking hit after hit. Now you're down to
$100.
plus 100.
Okay, so Sure's gonna help me, I assume. Get
You
the
and
guy on the
Sure.
horse.
get
Well,
this
you already
guy-
gave him the guns.
You and Sure
don't
get
get
this
the
guy
horse.
tied onto the back of Florence's horse.
Uh-huh.
I
And
help too.
Jasper, you would know the direction to Fort Mojave. It's on this side of the Colorado River, a little bit southwest of here. You could take it easy on the horses and just walk them at a decent pace and get there half an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll lead the way, guys. I know how to get there.
Easy enough. I get onto the horse.
Which horse?
The prettiest horse.
No.
And we get into,
Florence, you
start-
see Augustus Steele trying to get up onto the saddle that you rode in on.
it's not her horse.
Yeah. Okay, but it's too tall for you. You have to get on the little
It's not
horse.
too tall for me.
She just called you short.
He looks a little short to me.
How tall are you?
Augustus Steele is 6 foot.
No, I'm 6'2".
Is that true? I thought you were
That's
5'10".
I said 6'2".
He said 6'2".
Yeah,
Okay,
I
how
did.
much do you weigh then? Because my horse has the big guy on him.
How much does Augustus weigh? I haven't thought this through. Say 180?
I'm lighter, so I should take the pre-horse.
That makes sense to me.
Augustus still has his hands on the reins, and Chico is gonna maybe get this figured out for you because you see he flaps off your shoulder where he's been sitting, and with a he starts scratching at your hand, Augustus.
I get off the horse, I guess. Will you get this chicken off of me?
You,
That's a
Calm
well-trained
down.
rooster you got there.
I know.
after taking 2 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Oh no, your precious health.
My precious
No, we need every drop of that.
Every drop of red blood in your body.
I'm taking a beating here.
Everybody gets back onto the original horse that they came on.
I can't believe I'm the only one who's taking damage.
And you guys make
I
your way
can't.
towards Fort Mojave.
Do we level up?
I would say that's a milestone.
That is, we kill the main bad guy right there.
You got the BBE.
That was the opening quest.
It was the main one.
He was supposed to escape and come back later. We'd fight him in the big boss battle, but I guess he's dead now.
That was the big villain of this Western campaign with 92 hit points, 2 guns, and nothing else.
I bet he was going to make a deal with the devil and come back as the big
You
bad.
guys ride about 30-40 minutes to Fort Mojave. As you approach, you see a small circle of low-rise wooden cabins surrounded by a low rock wall, large flagpole flying the 38-star American flag over this territory of Arizona. As you get closer, you're not seeing a lot of activity. You're not hearing any voices call out over the wind about your approach or stating your business. It seems as you close distance and are trying to peer around like there's nobody here. And Jasper, you would know that this is a military fort. It was built here during settlement, harassing local indigenous tribes. It shouldn't be empty. Nobody's on post to greet you as you walk up. As you check buildings, look around the backs of things, you're not seeing anybody, not a person in sight.
Friends, we have wandered into what you might call a plot hook.
And that's all for this episode of Fire and Smoke, the Devil at Gold Basin. If you want to keep up with the show, you can follow my Dungeons and Dragons TikTok account, WitchDunphy, at WHICHDUNPHY. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
I'm looking at Ethan.
Is this plot going to be good?
Come on.
I would
man.
say it's pretty good already. We killed Don McGill Toyota of Keith. He's dead. He can't sell any more cars in Katy, Texas.
No, you didn't
Your
kill
whole
Don.
family can't have
I
cars for
know.
the rest of your life. It's the
I
only
know.
cars you get.
What's the vase look like? You asked if I had any questions.
Slay.
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 There you